I don't know who needs to hear this, but charity is a multiplier. And I want to start with sharing something personal, not as advice, not as a lesson, just as something I lived through. It was back in 2020 during peak COVID. I moved back to Pakistan after finishing my higher studies. It was a strange year, heavy, uncertain, but honestly, it felt good to be home. I had a job, life was simple. It was not exciting, but it was stable. And for a while, that just felt enough. And then COVID restrictions they eased up, and something in me shifted. I feel like COVID had changed us, made us value connection, movement, and time in a deeper way. But at that time, I wanted more from life. I wanted to live again, to travel, be present with family, reconnect with friends, and feel like life was moving forward. And slowly, that restlessness, it just crept in. I started wanting more money, more freedom, more control over my life. So when a new job came along around that time, one that paid better, almost 70% more than what I was earning, it felt like a dream come true. And it felt like a deal dressed in Prada. It was polished, it was impressive, and easy to fall for. But I had this quiet discomfort in my chest, which was hard to explain. And I just ignored it. I ignored that quiet discomfort of something not being right. And I told myself that this is growth, Kainat, and accepted the offer. Within weeks, honestly, I knew I had made a mistake. The environment was toxic. My boss micromanaged everything, every message, every move. He was harsh, critical, and unpredictable. I woke up anxious every day. I went to bed exhausted. And every day just felt like I was shrinking. And then one day, I just took that step and I resigned. No plan, no safety net. I was on probation, so no notice period to serve, no savings because I was spending freely, believing money could buy comfort, control, and security. And that belief, it collapsed overnight. I was scared in a way that is hard to explain. Not traumatic fear, but that quiet panic that sits in your chest and keeps asking, what have I done? Was this the right decision? I remember I went to my mom to share this with her, hoping I'd get concerned, maybe disappointment, maybe panic, but also some advice. She was my comfort space, still is. Instead, she listened calmly, and then she said something that felt almost too simple in that moment. And I remember her telling me that it's okay you resign for these reasons. Don't worry. Give charity, pray, keep applying for jobs, and it will all be fine. I remember looking at her in shock, trying to connect the dots that I just lost my job, mom, and you're asking me to give charity? Almost embarrassed, I said, I don't have money left. And if I spend what little I have, how will I go out, meet friends, and do things that I enjoy doing? Because I don't have any sources of income right now. She smiled very gently and just said, give whatever you can, even if it's small. Just have the right intention. That was it. No pressure, no drama, no fear, just trust. And so I did it. I gave a small amount, nothing impressive, nothing symbolic, just something honest with the right intention, and kept on praying. And I started applying for jobs again. What happened next genuinely surprised me. The very next day, I got a call for an interview. And within 2 weeks, I landed a new job. Now, let me be honest that that is not impossible. But anyone who's been job hunting knows it is rarely that smooth. And especially when COVID eased up, there were massive layoffs in most places. And getting a good job, at least for me, felt nearly impossible. At least not yet, not that soon. So, what stayed with me was not just the job, it was the shift that happened inside me. It felt like something inside me had unclenched, like a blockage had been removed, like life had started flowing again. Later, I was reflecting on the Quran and I came across this verse in Surah Al Baqarah. The example of those who spend in the way of God is like a seed that grows 7 years. In each year, 100 grains. Not loss, not sacrifice, but multiplication. And the more I reflected, the more I realized that this isn't just spiritual language. Neuroscience tells us something very similar. When we give, especially when we're afraid, our nervous system receives a powerful signal that I am safe enough to share. That signal alone, it honestly shifts us out of scarcity, out of panic, out of contraction. We think we have this belief, or we at least I used to think that charity changes money. But what I realized was that maybe what it really changes is us, because generosity changes how we relate to the world. And in my opinion, when we give sincerely, we step out of fear, moving into trust within ourselves. And believe me, trust has a strange way of multiplying everything that it touches: our state, our openness, our ability to receive. And maybe that's why it removes blockages, not magically, but deeply. So if you've been holding back, not because you don't care, but because you are afraid you won't have enough, this is your reminder. Charity does not reduce your life, it expands it and allows more to find its way back. And just a soft reminder, if you're still watching this video, that as Ramadan approaches, this is a sacred time, a time when charity holds a special place in the eyes of God. In Islam, one of the most beautiful acts of giving is zakat. If you find it in yourself, give what you can. And if you already give zakat, it is worth taking a moment to do it thoughtfully, with care, with intention, and with the proper calculations. Because charity is not just about money leaving our hands, it is about recognizing that what we have was entrusted to us and being able to help. Having the means, the opportunity, the awareness is a blessing in itself. Perhaps that's why giving never really takes away. It reminds us that the source of provision is far greater than what we hold. And when we give with sincerity, we're not just supporting those who need it most, we are aligning ourselves with the promise of increase in ways we may not see immediately, but always feel. Thank you.